Folks, welcome to the Jimmy O Show, Championship Week edition. This is really our Players of the Week episode from the UTSA game. And as you know from our announcements, we're going to be going live. We are live today. Thank you for your patience as we got set up here. Things are moved around a bit because of the AAC Conference Championship media and things of that nature. And so we're going to come here, and guys are going to be kind of rolling in as we go. Before we get started, we're starting here with Makhi Hughes, our newly named first-team all-conference running back, well-deserved honor with 7 100-yard rushing games on the season. But before we get started, let's go ahead and point you to our website, ftwcollective.com. Please go there and see how you can get involved, helping our student-athletes. We're in the stretch run. Look, we're getting ready for next year and got to do some important things. So all support is greatly appreciated. Please be sure to, if you haven't done so already, gotten all your friends ready for the game, gotten them in yet. Looks like SMU returned a whole bunch of tickets, and so there's a bunch of tickets left again for sale. It was sold out, but now there's tickets released. There's tickets to be had to get in on Saturday. You're not going to want to miss this game. Finally, our charity spotlight this week will be Anna's Place. Anna's Place had a group of about 100 people here at the UTSA game. They posted a great video on Instagram if you haven't seen it, but they were having a great time in the stadium. They just do great work underneath the walls. So please check out them. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started as one of our other guys rolls in, wherever you got. So we're joined here initially here with Makhi Hughes, and then we got Keith Cooper walking in. Gents, how we doing?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great, man. And Keith, how you doing, bud?
Doing great, man.
Good. And then Big Cam is walking in too. So look, we're getting it all figured out on the fly here. All right, gentlemen, UTSA, man, that was a game. That was an experience for us fans. How was it down there on the field?
It was awesome, man. Just experiencing that big time win and just silencing all the people that didn't believe in us, because a lot of people didn't think we was gonna win that game, and we silenced them.
I always kind of wanted that. So y'all actually see all those naysayers out there, huh? Y'all check that social media?
Motivation.
Yeah, they were doubting you, no doubt. And I thought set the tone. You guys, first of all, another first team left tackle for the conference, Cam Wire. Congrats on that selection.
Appreciate it.
But I think the big boys up front and Makhi, really set the tone on the offensive side of the ball with man, we just had so many explosive runs in that game. Was that a career high 166?
Yeah,
career high against this team that came in with a highly ranked run defense. That was special. I think our big boys kind of took that as a challenge. I can to get after it, and and then turning the other side of the ball. I mean, really, the defense, 5 takeaways, 4 on defense, 1 on special teams. But Keith, look, I'm biased, right? Linemen, I always say it starts up front, but truly, we talking about 3-man rush, 4-man rush. I don't even know if there was a single time we sent 5 or 6, maybe once or twice. But, I mean, it was base rush, men in coverage, and you guys still generated season-high pressures on the quarterback. I think you had 1 or 2 sacks.
I had 2.
2 sacks in the game. There was one. My son is I got to tell you, my son is, trying to learn how to be a defensive lineman or outside linebacker, pass rusher, but he's long, but he's only 164 right now. 6'1", 164. He's 14 years old. That's like, now you see what Keith did right there? And it was this sack that you got where like you manned up, you got some guy chipping on you, and you just reached over the top and kind of grabbed him by the nameplate there. Yeah. That was impressive, man.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you.
Felt good though. I gotta imagine like y'all. I felt like y'all set the tone, man. As good as they are, look, a lot of respect for that program and the way they play offense. But you guys really controlled the ball game up front. They had a couple gas runs, but otherwise couldn't run on us at all. Forced them to be one-dimensional. Huh?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Like I always say every week, we focus on stopping the run, then rushing after the passer. We hit him a couple times. He kind of changed the game. He got a little more hesitant in what he was throwing because of 2 picks early on.
Mm-hmm.
So we just, as soon as he pump fake, it was in his face and all of that.
Yeah. No, I thought you could see that. You could see a guy, a 7-year starter. You don't expect him to be too hesitant, or not 7-year starter, 7-year player. but you got in his head. I mean, look, very open and drive, huge part of the game. Cam Pedesco with a great play to tip the ball up in the air. Bailey capitalizes. I mean, just really kind of like y'all had to be walking on clouds after your very first drive, second, third play of the game to get that huge interception, and then to have the offense cash it in.
Yeah, it felt great. We emphasized throughout the week getting 5 takeaways, and shoot, we got it.
That's a bold statement, man. They were 5. They tell you they were planning on getting 5 for you guys.
Nah, I already knew what they was finna do. The whole week I seen what the defense head was. I knew we was finna have a good game.
Yeah. Talk to us about that, Cam. I mean, it just, to me, look, one advantage we've had over a lot of teams this year is that we've been there. We've been in championship, we've been in big games, and that's show. When games get in the tense moments, we perform, whereas some other teams kind of back away. But that team we were playing, they've been there too. They've been at this Conference USA, but they had been to back-to-back championship games. They hadn't lost in a long time. But did you sense that the preparation in the week that we were sort of in a place where they were going to get our best shot?
Yeah, I sensed it just on the demeanor of everybody's faces when we came in that Sunday, because usually we have Sundays off, but everybody came in Sunday ready to go, no complaining, no excuses about anything. We knew what we came to do, and we all knew what we wanted.
Yeah, no, I mean it showed, man. It showed that we were locked in from the get go. So Makhi with the obviously a lot of big runs in the game. 166. We talked about that. What was sort of the key to developing those explosive plays in the run game?
So most likely, like watching film, seeing like how their defense run. They a flow team, so we know that inside zone will work. Coach Nagel makes good calls. O-line makes some good open holes. So like soon as I saw green, I said, yeah, it's a big one right here. But O-line, they work so hard, man. Just open holes. We be watching film like every Thursday. We just call ourselves the box. We just watch how the D-line move and linebackers. We just can't prepare for it.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what, and it looked like anything fancy. Otaje, he loved that counter last year. You just hit them with the zone, man. I mean, it's pretty basic stuff, but if it works, it works. Right? So, folks, look, if you're watching us live, please be sure to get your comments in. Your questions in the comments and then live chat there. Happy to run those questions by these guys as you send them. So, guys, looking ahead, we talked about preparation going into UTSA. One of the challenges you face, you always hear teams in the Super Bowl talk about this. Like, it's the circus, right? You got more media, you got more distraction with all the off-field stuff you got to do for conference championship game. What's the key to sort of getting that same level of intensity and focus that we saw last week again this week on Saturday?
Pretty much. We know what we plan for and we know what we want. So anything else is just a distraction at this point of the season. So yeah, we all got the same mindset. We ready to do this.
Yeah, it's a standard that we already set last year. So we focus on that one mentality. We watched the game. The next day we flushed it on to the next.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And guys, you're I guess Cam, I'm gonna take a step back. I remember when I met you. I met you early on, in the off season, and you were coming in from LSU. You kind of making your plans to join the Wave, man. It's got to feel pretty good to know that your decision, you made that decision, you made the right decision, with it culminating with, it ain't over yet, but with the first team honor, it's got to be pretty special to know you got to show what you're made of, and people recognize it.
Yeah, it feel pretty good because I know last year around this time I was in a pretty dark place and stuff like that, and to come out here and just do what I did this season, it just made me feel so good about myself. Mm-hmm. So I'm just ready to get this ring and put the icing on the cake.
Yes, sir. And then Makhi, similar question to you, man. You started August, I don't know, 3rd, 4th on the depth chart. Yeah. Did you have a vision of 7 100-yard seasons, first team honors, and all that kind of stuff, or is that just just trust the process, trust your preparation, and hope for the best.
Yeah, just trust the process. Pray about it. Our groups, our running back groups, them guys lift me up. Just talk to me and all that. Because we got a talented room. But thanks to them guys, my teammates, just motivate me and just keep my head straight. And without doing, I would probably be some more stressed about it. But thanks to them guys, man, I'm just blessed to be here.
Yeah, you got great guys around you, man. That always, to get a conference high, 18 people on the different teams and all that. I mean, it takes a village, and there are people that don't get recognition that deserve it and everything else. But I mean, nobody does this type of thing alone. And you got a pretty famous cheerleader. Every time you have a big game, I see old Tajay out there retweeting, telling everybody. Everybody wants to know. He told everybody that this guy was special. So that's pretty cool. So with that, well, Bradley, if we don't have any questions pending for this group, we'll go ahead and roll in some more guys as we kind of just move on in the show. Guys, I appreciate y'all joining us.
Appreciate you, man.
Best of luck Saturday. We'll be there, bro.
Appreciate you, Jim.
All right, man.
We'll put on the show for you on Saturday.
I can't wait to see it. Tyler, we're going to move Tyler on down. I think I saw you see anybody hanging out, just tell them to come on down.
Oh, Chris.
I think I saw Chris hanging out somewhere.
I thought I was late. How you doing?
No, you're good, man. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Come on, Chris. We know you're not scared of a camera. Bailey, what's up, man? Yo, come on in. We had to call an audible, man. So now this next segment here, we're going to be joined with a few more of our players of the week. We got, let's see. Well, I know who we got, but I'm looking to see who we're missing. We got Bailey Despanie, the man who set the tone for the game with the early interception. There's Big E Hicks. There he is. We got everybody in this segment. How you doing, Eric? Eric Hicks, Bailey Despanie. We got Tyler Grubbs, and of course Chris Brazzell. How we doing, gents?
Doing great.
Good. Good to have all of you, man. Look, I talked with the last group about it a little bit, but I just, when you kind of have a couple days to kind of take in a game, I don't have to flush it after 24 hours. I can kind of relive it and think through it. I mean, what I was most impressed by was just sort of the intensity level we took to the game from the get-go. I mean, it was 60 minutes of our guys playing hard, playing smart. I mean, we executed. I didn't see any big obvious busts out there, really. I just thought you guys were on point. What do you attribute that sort of the ability to get in there and be on point and to play, one of your better games, A-level game or whatever, on a big stage like that? What was the key to it in your minds? Y'all jump in.
I would say us just knowing that it was a big game. We knew that we had to give it our all for all 60 minutes. So I feel like that's something that we had on mind, knowing that we have to play a full 60. And I feel like that was something that we did.
Yep, no doubt.
I think for me, just mental focus, just focusing on my job, focusing was at stake, one play at a time, one play mentality. That's how I was thinking about the whole game.
I think it's practice habits. You have a good week in practice, it should translate to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of say the same thing. Like, just our preparation for that week, I thought it was really good on both sides of the ball. From the coaches to the players, we really were focused in on kind of the main details of what was going on both sides of the ball, and I think that showed for our success.
Yeah. All the talk, when I talked to some of the defensive guys right here, all the talk of UTSA coming in, rightfully so. The kid's a great player. But so much talk about Harris, of course, experienced quarterback, put up big numbers, et cetera. And, Josh Cephas out there is a hell of a player too. They had guys in the passing game, and that was all the talk. But really, to me, the key of it was you made him one-dimensional.
Yeah.
And absolutely taking away the run game, and then now you're making him beat you as a pocket passer.
All right.
And so, Eric, up front, what was the challenge defensive line? What was the key to the success? I mean, you absolutely took away the run game, and then, he didn't have wide open lanes for scrambles either. I mean, it was just a big discipline effort from the boys up front.
I mean, like I said, I feel like me personally, I was just so locked into the game. then as a group up front, we was just, what we wanted to do. Like, we was gonna start the run. That was the first thing. Like, that was the goal. Every game has to go. Then the next thing is getting after that quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that. The whole game, our focus was just to do our job. Our job is to stop the run, stone the run, and get after that quarterback whenever it's a passing situation.
Yeah.
That was our drive. That whole game.
Yeah, and y'all did it.
Doing what we do best is rushing that pass.
Y'all did it. Yeah, Tyler, I mean, just from your side of things, I mean, you were all over the field. Obviously, everybody, and I know you've gotten asked about it, but I mean, you are known for the big hits, but that was a little extra brutal on that 2-point conversion. What did you see that led to that hit?
Yeah, no, I mean, I was like, man, like, you kind of watch. I gave up the touchdown, to give them the touchdown, and I was like, man, I got to make a play because that was kind of embarrassing. So when that hole kind of just opened wide, I was just like, man, I got to get in there and make a play. And, one thing led to another. And I just thought, talking about like stopping the run, and then like kind of the whole week we were talking about how, we need to keep him in the pocket, scramble, and brush lanes. And, our defensive line, I think, did really well with that. And it kind of showed that, we contained him pretty well. I mean, he got out a few times, but overall, I mean, we got after him. That kind of made him, struggle past the ball.
Yeah. And Chris, talk about that defense effort. They take away 4, you get another takeaway on special teams. How big of a lift is that for you as it's sort of like the focus of the pass game to know your defense got you, man? You're just kind of free to go out there and make plays.
I mean, when they get turnovers and stops, that gives us momentum when we go on the field. So when we go execute, I feel like it all just translate offensive, defensive wise, and go out there and make plays.
Man, Chris, they didn't know they needed the W.
Hey, they're gonna find out.
Might see some of that on Saturday if they watching any film, and they are. So we'll see. We'll see if they challenge you in that kind of situation again. But some of the big plays of all your big plays, let's see. You have what, 2 touchdowns? Yeah, 2 touchdowns, and you had the one-handed catch to get us down to the 3. You had a couple other catches out there. What was your favorite?
The one-hander. Most definitely.
See, but you just a redshirt freshman. Now, and by the way, folks, if you have questions, make sure to drop them in the comments on this feed. But
Kevin Greenway thinks let's get
all right, Greenway, man, we're on it, man. They're on it. I'm gonna be with you. You're just a redshirt freshman. I like to say sophomore year, I want to see you get the one-handed catch and get in the end zone without stepping out. Can we handle that?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Okay, I appreciate that. I want that.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, man, I guess, it's, y'all have turned the page, so I don't want to keep you in the past too long. So, SMU, AAC championship game, just sort of how's the week of preparation been so far? How we feeling?
It's been good. It's been good. It's feeling like a good week like last week. I feel like everybody's locked in. It's a lot of outside noise. I feel like we're not too much worried about that. Everybody's just focused on the championship, the task at hand.
Do you think it helps, Bailey, that you've been in this exact situation before?
I think it do, being that we obviously went to the championship last year and won, but I feel like we've been here, so it's like it's nothing new to us. It's a familiar place for us.
Yeah. And I guess Tyler, they've been here before, but this is your first merry-go-round at this opportunity. How exciting is it for you?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about it because in the beginning of the year when you're talking to all of them, you kind of ask like, man, like how was it, being the player for a conference championship, playing that bowl game, and they all like have these big smiles on their face, like, man, it was one of the best feelings ever. So, in the beginning of the year, they're like, look, we're gonna get it for you, and now we're here to be able to do it again. So, it's gonna be exciting, and man, I'm gonna be excited to be out there.
Yeah. I'm laughing. I'm looking at you. I'm smiling because I remember the first time I ever saw you. I saw y'all at the Mulots, the recruiting thing, and you were thinking about coming to Tulane, and somebody said, "Man, he's a really good player. He's done this, that, and the other." I was like, and all I could see is like, he knows how to eat like a good player. I can tell you, he was hungry that night, but keeps a great physique. Bradley's doing something right. We got Bradley, our producer, is a fitness coach.
I see that, huh?
Yeah, man. So, I don't know, come rain, shine, we don't know. I guess you control what you can control, right? We got no control over the weather. If it's raining, we're gonna play it one way. If it's not, we're gonna play it our way. Whatever it is, it'll be our way, right?
No doubt.
Chris, it came on late in the season, particularly, but I mean, you've been building to this all throughout. All conference honors in your first campaign. It's got to feel pretty good, huh?
It feels good, yes, sir.
Yeah. And I look forward to seeing you. And of course, Tyler, your first time in the Green Wave uniform, a little recognition doesn't hurt.
Yes, sir, no doubt.
What's interesting, if I was Timmy O at like another program, I'd ask people they're all conference honors, and that's all they'd want to talk about. I talk to y'all guys. Y'all like, whatever, man. We're not even worried about that right now. We're just trying to go get a W and a ring on Saturday, huh?
Damn right.
And that's why y'all get them. So, what are you seeing, guys? Just kind of, Bailey, I'll start with you. Obviously Jennings, the quarterback we're going to see, we got less film on him than we had on Stone. But what do we see in the SCU offense that, we're going to be looking to sort of that we got to do defensively in order to limit them, slow them down?
I don't honestly don't think that the offense gonna change. I feel like they're pretty confident in their freshmen. But I feel like we just gotta keep away the deep shots down the field. I feel like that's what they thrive on, big plays down the field, big long runs, trick plays, stuff like that. And I feel like that's something that we can do.
Yep. So Eric, let me guess. Stop the run.
Stop the run. Once we do that, it's over with. Like, after we start the run, it's ball game for them.
Yeah.
You gotta get that quarterback no matter what.
And what I've been impressed with, one of the big differences. Look, there's no secret. We beat these guys 59-24 last year at home. That feels good, but you got to realize like that's a totally different roster.
Yes.
That
Transfers.
they overhauled that thing, and what I think they're doing a lot better this year than they've done in years past. I feel like they run the ball pretty well. Knighton, the transfer from Miami's done a good job. They got a couple other guys. Still got the kid who's about on his 13th year, the short yardage guy. So they're gonna do it. So they're going to give us our best shot, but what I feel very, very good about is that y'all going to give them your best shot, right?
Always.
And
Always.
yeah. So look, before we let this group go, let's have a little fun. Y'all don't give away Saturday's uniform if you know it, right? I don't know if those yeah. Because I think last year we were white. I think it was white helmets, blue pants, and blue shirts.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what's your personal favorite combos? We'll start with you, Devin, Chris.
The baby blue or the black, they go hand in hand to me.
The solid though?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah. The all black or all blue?
Ooh, maybe the blue and the white.
Okay.
The blue, you feel me? Oh no. Yeah.
What about the helmet though with that blue and white?
That's tough. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
That's a tough one. You like the white helmet or the blue or the green?
The blue or green? No, blue or white. Blue or white.
Blue.
Yeah.
Oh, so blue, white. Yeah, that's
blue, white, blue,
ooh.
White.
Ooh.
Something like that.
And you can probably run a 405 with that guy.
Yeah.
How about you, Tyler?
For me, honestly, I think I really like I like green, white, green. I really do like that.
That's yours too, Bailey?
Green, white, green.
We are the green wave after all, right?
Green, white, green.
How about you, Big E?
For me personally, I didn't think it mattered.
That man is focused.
Yeah. That's just me. I don't really. Whatever we wear, that's what we wear.
Look, hey,
but if I had to choose a combo, I like all solid color.
you like solid color, whichever one.
All green, all black. Yeah, I like all.
Well, I'm not gonna disagree with you that much, but I will point something out. You know why we know that God is a Tulane fan?
But what is
Why God is the Tulane fan?
what?
Because the sky is blue and the grass is green, brother. I mean, come on. We know who his favorite team is.
Yeah.
So,
Jimmy, we got another question for Chris.
Okay.
Tulane wants to know, when did you realize you were him?
Oh no, bro.
when I was about 5 years old, I was walking around the house.
Something like that.
But to do what you do, you got to have a high degree of confidence, Chris. We ain't going to hit you for it, Brandon. So, well, good. Well, guys, this is awesome. If that's it for this panel, board's clear. We'll go ahead and let these guys roll out. We'll bring the next group of guys in. Guys, thank y'all for joining me, man. Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Appreciate
Y'all coming on.
Appreciate you.
All right, Biggie.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, so, see you. Thank you. See you. Oh, brother. How was I in that chicken?
Yeah.
J-Bo. J-Bo, you know you got to let these other guys talk now.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
What's up, man? Come on in.
You cool outside?
Come in. Yeah, just y'all right here. One right there. That's good. Hey, how you doing? Tahir? Yeah, good to see you.
This?
No, it's not custom made.
Yeah, mine's pretty tight too.
Yes.
They
Yours
didn't want
always
to
tight.
give me
Whatever
the size up. They want.
Well, you know, maybe you make 3 more and game winner. We'll work on getting the size up.
I mean, it fits perfectly for me. I'm good.
Yeah, you look good.
Are you
look
getting my good side?
good. We're here with this is the last but certainly not least, the last panel of the day. We're here with 3 more of our players of the week from UTSA. Val Ambrosio with the big leg. How you doing, Val?
Good. How we doing?
Doing great, buddy. Jarius Monroe, y'all know him, of course. You're not on any Tulane social media if you don't know J-Bo. And Tahir Annoor. Tahir, how you doing, man? Good. It's the first time on Jimmy O show, huh?
Yes, sir.
You waited for the biggest game of the year to fall out. Huh? I mean, look, let's start with you. I mean, it wasn't just an interception on the fake punt. I mean, so on point, you know, not biting on the fake, making an interception. But you had both tackles inside the 15, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, you know, I turned to somebody during the game, you know, we kick off, boom, tackle on the 13. We score, we kick off again, tackle on the 15. I told somebody, I was like, they ain't gonna run it anymore. And then next thing you know, for the rest of the game, boom, fair catches.
Yeah, fair catch.
So very good work out there on the coverage. But look, that's been and so we got 2 special team players of the week here, and we'll start there. Man, look, we talk offense, we talk defense, offense, blah, blah, blah. The kicking game, in Coach Fritz's world, it's a 3-part game, you know, in all good football teams. But, you know, to me, one of the secret keys to this team all year long has been us consistently winning in the kicking game. And we saw that on Saturday. Yep. Val, man, look, you it's career long. How'd that feel?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I hit the ball well and it went. And it was a big play in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all 3 of the field goals were huge plays. I mean, you know, and that's kind of how we've been all year. Like we're not looking to blow people out. We're looking to win games, and every point counts. And I mean, you know, you picked up 9 of them when we needed them. You know, I thought particularly making a kick when they kind of stymied us. We didn't even get down in the red zone in the first half. We get down, I think we only get to like 30 or so. And, you know, I guess that the career long?
Yeah.
That was that one.
Yeah, it's actually
from the 29.
Yeah,
28.
29. Yeah, it's funny because last year we played Cincinnati on the same day. I had the same kick, same distance, too, on the same. Yeah, it was the same day.
Yeah,
It's kind of weird. So I thought that was weird.
Yeah. Did you make any big hits for us in the conference championship game last year?
I just had 1 field goal, 1 short field goal. That was all.
Oh, yeah, 38. Yeah, we had 38, right?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't mind scoring 38 again. I feel pretty good. You did that. So, but we know you're gonna be there for us on Saturday. And I got to go to my man right here. It's part-time cornerback, part-time linebacker. You know, hitting like a linebacker. J-Bo, you know, if when football's over, I know the NFL's next. But look, WWE, bro.
Yeah.
There was like a suplex, or I don't know what you call it. There was a slam early in the game. And I was like, man, J-Bo's letting them know. It's like even our cornerbacks are rough. So, man, what you brought the extra hit stick on Friday?
I mean, it was more about setting the tone to me, you know. It was the 8th play of the game. The play right before I had got a TFL. So I was hype already.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he came over there. I'm looking at the guy behind me. I'm like, okay, he's covered. And I see this guy coming. And he floats the ball. I said, okay. this guy's about to have a bad day. That's what I was thinking. But I just was trying to make a play, hype my team up, man. And once I got the guy in the air, I knew what time it was.
Yeah. But I wasn't the only one, too. I mean, I thought there were several.
Yeah, I think he had some kind of animosity after that. He tried to run me over again. That one ain't go too good.
So, and so while I was really impressed by all the tackling you did, but I got to tell you, man, Cephas, man, look, I knew he was a highly productive player, but I didn't watch that much. I didn't realize how big he was. I was like, that was a big guy, and because you're a big corner, and I was like, man, he's every bit J-Bo size out there. But good job on him.
Yeah, I mean, great receiver, obviously, but that's the type of guys I like. I want to see a guy like that that's gonna come after me. 'Cause I'm ready for that challenge.
Right.
That's what I want. I want to show the world that I can take on any challenge in the world. So that's what I was ready for that. I was so happy that I got the opportunity. I'm ready this week.
Yeah.
Just the opportunities. That's the best part to me.
Yeah, but look, they came out in the second half. They started putting them in the slot a little more, kind of get them. I was like, man, they're getting 2 away from 2. although our 2 I've had sometimes, man,
Yeah,
a couple times.
No, I talked to my brother about it. He was like, man, just get your head around. You probably got 3 picks right now. But it's just, just trying to play the game the best that I can, knowing that those guys like to do those type of throws and expect those type of calls. I was just trying to be really, really patient and not make any mistakes. But I definitely could get my head around, man. I don't know what I was thinking honestly about that.
I've seen it a bunch, man. I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah, definitely.
We're gonna see it get around on Saturday. I'm calling it right now. It's gonna be a big one in Tuesday.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
So, but Tahir, transfer in from Wofford, right? Yeah. I guess this time last year, could you imagine that you'd be sitting here right now, a couple of days, 3 days before a conference championship game in the AAC?
Exactly. I'll be here right now, but I'm definitely blessed to be here right now. And this guy's been open arms for me 100%, and I'm grateful that I'm here.
Yeah. Talk about a great room, man. I mean, just look, every level. Doesn't matter who you talk about on this team. They're great people at every position. But, man, that defensive back room is pretty special with this guy, Lance and Bailey, all the guys.
A lot of talented guys.
Yeah. Y'all gonna have a little control ready, man. The young guy needs to be ready to go.
Control been ready before we even knew he was ready. That kid's amazing.
So I mentioned him because shout out to my teammate Michael Jordan, not the Mike, but Michael Jordan, number 6 at Tulane, was a all conference cornerback. Played in the CFL for a while, but he had a pick 6 in the Liberty Bowl in our bowl game in '98. But his son and Kentrell were like best friends at Katy.
Oh, in high school.
Yeah. So he said to make sure we looked out for Kentrell. So anyway, I always try to give him a little shout while I can. If Mike's watching, we gave him his love. We're gonna see more from 29 later in the game. But guys, I talked a little bit about it with Tahir, but this is what we came here for, right?
Absolutely.
Big game coming in. What's the key? We get in this environment and there's a lot going on, man. There's more media. They're taking over. We're not in our bunker suite because they got media and all that there. They kind of got the field decked out in a different way. What's the key to kind of blocking all that out and coming out and playing your best game on Saturday?
Yes, man. I'm gonna say this, folks. I'm gonna want to know. That's the motto each and every day, day in, day out. Taking one step at a time, one play at a time, one possession at a time. And that's what got us here. So keep on around with that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And knowing how much that crowd noise can affect your team in a bad way. Once you know that, you can tune it out because you don't want anything bad happening this week. Like you want that. You want to win that game. Everybody in our room wants to win that game. So knowing that, we're not going to sit there and listen to the crowd noise like, oh, man, they saying we can do this. Or we just going, we got to dominate every practice, every play. So that's what we're trying to do right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, last week, students were on break. We had to sort of supplement with some people from the community. They stepped up big. They put some bodies in there, but it's got to feel good to know that those rowdy students are going to be back this week. Huh?
Yeah, definitely. They were watching though. I had a few of my classmates come up to me like, "Man, you guys made it! Like we're here. We're gonna be out there, no shirts on. We don't care how cold it is.
It's cold, rainy. Yeah, it's good.
I think.
Oh, it's gonna be warm, but it's gonna be rainy. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It might be rainy. We'll see. LSU likes to always say it never rains at Tiger Stadium on Saturday night. We don't have any saying like that. We say rain or shine, the waves coming to play.
Yeah. We're ready for the rain.
So good, man. Well, look, I guess shout out right here, man. Back to back, first team all conference honors at cornerback. How's that feel?
Man, it's a blessing, man. I honestly feel like that's just God, because I sit out there and I just play the game I love. I have fun. Like, I'm having fun every game. People watch me. I go out there dancing.
Yeah.
Like I walk on the field dancing. So it's fun to me, man. And to get that respect from everybody in the conference, that's amazing. It's got to be God. It has to be.
It absolutely is. But it's just funny when you think of the journey now. When back in the 90s, you didn't have a lot of moving, and I was here for 4 years, and I was done, and that was it. But Val, you started at Rutgers, and you started at Nicholls State, you started at Wofford. I mean, the journey that took you from where you were when you started your career to now. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to sort of, when you have time to do it, to kind of reflect back and think of like, man, like you say, God's ways are His ways, and we can't always see them. But just to it's got to be gratifying, I guess, to get towards the end of this journey and be like, man, this is great. This is everything we ever asked for.
Yeah, and it's tough when you're living in that moment, man, because you can't sit there and reflect on things that you're living in.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I just like to take a step back. Like most of my prayers now, I'm not asking God for nothing. I'm thanking Him. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for the game that I got Saturday that I know you're going to allow me to dominate. Yeah, so it's things like that, man. So I think that's really helped me as a person.
Yeah, it's amazing when you start leading with gratitude, how you kind of see everything kind of fall into place.
Yes, yes.
Because so much of it is expectation, right? So much of our disappointment in life is because of our expectations in the wrong place. And so if you start with an attitude of gratitude, it helps you manage your expectations, helps you see the world a little clearer.
Right.
I think that's what I learned in 46, with the gray hair now and the balding hair.
You know what I mean?
I used to be as good looking as all y'all when I was your age, but it's been a long time now.
Oh, man, don't knock yourself.
So, well, folks, if we don't have it, the board's clear, we'll go ahead and wrap up this episode of Jimmy O Show. It was a lot of fun. I really like the live episodes. I think the guys probably like it too. Much like the Greenway, we come ready anytime, any place. We're in a different environment this week, but whatever it takes, man, we'll get the show on. So thank y'all for tuning in. Please be sure to check out ftwcollective.com. It's a public charity, 501c3. Year end, man, manage your accounts. Let's go ahead and get those charitable giving done before the year end. Lower your taxable income. That's a great idea, and supporting great guys while you're at it. So, folks, do that. Please be sure to check out Anna's Place, see what they're doing around the holiday season. And until then, we're going to be looking to go 1-0 on Saturday. Roll wave.
Roll wave.